Item number 20, S2151 by Senator Urso, an act relating to animals and animal husbandry, cruelty to animals. Senator Urso.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate Bill 2151 amends Section 4122 of the General Laws on Cruelty to Animals to allow an animal control officer to take immediate possession of an abandoned, neglected, or hazardously accumulated animal or animals, or in the case of a working animal, one that is deemed to be aged, disabled, sick, injured, unfit for labor, or cruelly treated, as we saw this very situation in Richmond quite recently. Now, you might wonder whether ACOs are already doing this work. They are, thankfully, there to intervene in these cases, and they are often the first to respond to complaints. However, in the law as currently written, only the Rhode Island SPCA is empowered to take immediate action in these situations, and we want to properly authorize in statute the ability of animal control officers to do the same in every community in which they are employed. A second change to the law would allow for the city or town that shelters the animal to be reimbursed for the cost of its care by an owner who successfully petitions for return of their animal. Under the law currently, such reimbursements are only directed to the Rhode Island SPCA. This is a practical update to the current statute. It's supported by the Rhode Island SPCA, the Potter League for Animals, and the Rhode Island League of Cities and Towns, and I move passage.
Senator Urso moves passage. All those wanting to second, please push your green button. Is there any discussion at this time? Senator Patalano.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to say to Senator Urso, thank you for this piece of legislation. In the big cities like Cranston, Warwick, Pawtucket, we have our own animal control officers, and a lot of times, as you can imagine, in cities those sizes, a lot of these animals are neglected, and we consistently get calls asking us to do something. And this gives us that mechanism so that the animal control officers that are sworn in those cities and towns can respond out, take dogs that are malnourished, needing care, and a lot of times people just can't care for them, but there was no mechanism to take these dogs and get them the care they needed. And sometimes people just can't care for them, and they go back and they get adopted and put in a good home. So this is a great piece of legislation, and thank you, Senator Urso, for bringing this forward.
Is there any further discussion at this time? Would the clerk please unlock the machine for the purposes of voting? Will the clerk please lock the machine? There are 36 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and item number 20 passes.